Okay, I'm gonna try and do this fast because I've already filmed this video 2 times and it went like 11 minutes long and I wanted to cut it down. So I'm gonna try and do this a bit better this time. So, Deluxe membership, just like any other online website, you make an account, you don't have membership, and then you don't get the full game. So you gotta pay extra money to get the full experience of the game and unlock everything and, you know, get like more house items and stuff and like you can customize things. And that's all well and good. That's how websites make their money, and it's really important for that. Like Animal Jam, um, Club Penguin, back when it was around, that's how they would make their money. They would charge for membership. Webkinz, on the other hand, was unique because when Webkinz came out, there was no deluxe membership. In order to have an account on Webkinz, you needed to buy a stuffed animal. These adorable little things that were the whole point of the game, was the stuffed animals and that they could go online. That was like the whole freaking point. Um, so yeah, what would happen is you had to buy a stuffed animal and put it on the website, and then you could get an account. Once you had that account, you could play with your webkin for a year, and if you didn't buy a second stuffed animal within that year, then your membership ran out and you didn't have full access to the game. That's good. That makes sense. That's all well and good. You spent $15 on a stuffed animal and you got a game for a year. That's pretty good. And all you have to do to get more game is buy more stuffed animals. That's reasonable. That's a good business practice because people get a cute stuffed animal and they get access to a fun game. Then Deluxe membership came along. I have a theory about this. I think what happened is Webkinz made the game free to play, and then they started losing money because people no longer had to make an account and buy a stuffed animal in order to play the game. I don't know if this is true, so bear with me. So then Webkinz made Deluxe membership so that for those people who didn't want to buy the stuffed animals or couldn't find them because Webkinz isn't selling them anywhere, they could just pay money to get Deluxe membership, and then they get full access to the game, right? Okay, that's fine. But then Webkinz started losing money, I think, because people were going on the online game a lot, and they weren't buying the stuffed animals as much. That's when Webkinz kind of pushed full throttle, started making the online pets really, really good and really, really adorable and really, really unique. And then they started making the plush pets kind of garbage and just nothing but remakes and garbage like the blushing fawn that no one really wants, right? That's my theory of what happened. I don't know if any of that is true. I will research it later and probably make a history of Webkinz video, but that's not what we're here to talk about. So, Deluxe membership, they give you a free trial on Webkinz Day, so if you get on April 29th, I think, I'm sorry, then you get to try Deluxe membership for a day. I finally did it for the first time this year, and I was greatly disappointed. The only two things that I liked about Deluxe membership was Vacation Island, and that's only because it's nostalgic for me, because that didn't used to be Deluxe membership, and I used to go there every single day, and I loved it. And the Hatch the Dragon game, which is just addictive, so I liked that game. Other than that, it was not worth the money. Or it's not worth money. I didn't spend any money on it, but I'm not willing to spend money on that. So I just wanted to clear that up because I'm not jealous of Deluxe member. I actually think it's really dumb, and there's not really anything interesting in it besides the Vacation Island and Hatch the Dragon game. Other than that, it's not really worth it. It's just kind of dumb. So it had the opposite effect on me that Ganz wanted. So it's more about the principle of the matter for me. I think it's like $50 or something, $60 for a year of Deluxe membership, right? All right, that's all well and good. So if somebody wants to have a year of the full access to the game, they gotta pay $60. That's all well and good. I've been collecting for like 10 years or something like that. And I have spent $3,000+ on these stuffed animals. I calculated, I have 221 Webkinz. Last time I counted, I'm pretty sure I have more than that, but last time I counted, it was 221. And counting them at their retail price, $15, then 15 times 221 is like $3,300 or something like that. And that's not counting the extra $10 that a signature would be in the store. And that's certainly not counting the fact that my Love Puppy and my Timberwolf and my Bernies were all like $100 to $80 to almost $200. I'm not even counting that stuff. So, at some point this deer, I got this deer at a thrift store, but at some point somebody spent $15 on this deer, and that money went to Ganz, right? At least some of it, a majority of it. Meaning that no matter how much I spent on each of these Webkinz, Ganz still got the retail price for them. I have spent $3,000 on Webkinz. Ganz has received $3,000 from me because of these Webkinz, right? I don't get to play the full game. I don't get full access. I can't buy certain room themes. I can't go to Vacation Island and play Hatch the Dragon. I can't do the Wheel of Deluxe. I can't do certain activities. I don't get a bonus job. Stuff like that. I have to pay extra money for. So on top of the $3,000 plus I've already spent on Webkinz, I have to pay an extra $50 if I want the full game. And that is stupid. As I mentioned before, I think that when they made the game free to play, they focused more on the virtual side of things because the plushes weren't doing as good. Here's an idea, Webkinz. Instead of only making these virtual pets good and then making the plush ones absolutely bogus garbage, how about you take some of the virtual pets and turn them into plushes, because that has worked really well in the past. Isn't that what happened with the Pom-Pom Kitty and the Strawberry Leopard? They started off as virtual only pets, and then people saw them in music videos, loved them, and Webkinz turned them into plushies. Those Webkinz sold really good, didn't they? And I think the same thing would work. I remember when I was little, I saw a speed paint of the Phoenix Webkin, and I really, really wanted it to add to my plush collection, and then I found out it was virtual only, and it was the most disappointing feeling of my life. And I was just heartbroken because I really, really wanted that Phoenix, and then it doesn't even exist. And I'm sure that there's lots of instances of people seeing a virtual pet that they really, really like, and then being disappointed when they found out they can't have a plush version of it. Ganz, if you take some of your virtual pets and turn them into plushes, you would probably make a lot of money because you have so many good ideas. There's so many adorable puppies. There's so many adorable, like, mythical creatures and stuff, and, like, so many ideas that would sell like hotcakes. There's that one. It's like a red and white wolf, I think, and it's like the freaking coolest wolf ever. And Webkinz, your wolves always sell good. Just if you made that wolf, you would make hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars, because I bet you everyone would be immediately on top of that thing trying to buy it. So Ganz, you're honestly just doing stupid business practices at this point. You're not making plushes, even though you have plenty of material to make them from. You're not out of ideas, unlike I've speculated in the past. You have plenty of ideas, and you're just not using them because you'd rather make stuff like the Scruffy Puppy, which looks like it belongs in Barnes & Noble, not in Webkinz. There's no charm. And if you would stop focusing on pushing Deluxe membership in everyone's faces and shoving it at them and preventing them from playing the game, even though I'm sure there's hundreds of people who have spent $3,000 just like me on stuffed animals, you're instead shoving this stupid Deluxe membership thing that most people don't want, and it's not even worth, because you want them to buy that, which doesn't make sense to me, because yes, it costs more, but you're going to make more from the plushes if you do them right, and you're not doing them right. Right now, you're spending money to make plushes that no one wants, and that's why Webkinz is failing so badly, I'm speculating. I don't think Ganz is trying to get rid of Webkinz, because have you noticed they shut down Amazing World, they shut down Nakama's, they shut down Webkinz Jr. They're shutting down all of their websites except for Webkinz, and they're like updating Webkinz all the time, and there's even rumors of the road trip coming back. Webkinz is not done. Ganz is not done with Webkinz. They're still going full throttle, but they're doing it horribly. They're trying to make it an online-only website and get rid of the plushes. And Ganz, that's going to be your downfall if you don't get your act together. I'm sorry. I should have scripted this, to be honest, but because like a lot of what I'm saying is not coming out right. But basically, what I'm trying to say is Ganz is kind of making themselves fail because they're pushing Deluxe membership, something that very few people care about, rather than pushing the stuffed animals, which is what people collect, what people love, the part that people make videos about and cherish, and they're just not, they're not focusing on the right things. And I'm sorry if any of this came out wrong. I will be happy to clarify in the comments if anyone has any questions, and I'd like to hear what you guys think about Deluxe membership. Do you think we're getting scammed, and do you think it's bogus, or do you think it's just not really a big deal? And I'm curious, how many of you have Deluxe membership? How many people have it? Thank you for watching. Bye.